All right. Welcome back to the road to 100, everyone. This is episode 60. Wow, we made it to 60. And another interesting number is that we have 50 subscribers who are interested in the channel. So thank you to each and every one of you who are along for the ride here on the road to 100, watching the speed kills, seeing Code Vein delved into from an in-depth kind of perspective on what kind of gifts and what we have running as we experiment with all of the gifts and all of the passives and everything in the game, so we can completely see everything verified kind of analytically instead of just from whatever the code said and how everything interacts. So thank you to everyone for just supporting this and coming along with me to investigate all of that this game has to offer. So tonight we're going to be running through the Crown of Sand. As you see, there's some very innovative color palette here, as all the buildings and all the sand and everything give you the feeling that a dust storm rolled in and completely just took over this entire area. So that's what happened, and that's what happened when Eva frenzied and was overtaken by the vestige inside of her. So tonight we're going to be running the ISIS quick block dark mage. I don't know exactly what to call it, but so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going for Revenant's Ambition to make sure that we are in the quick mobility range, and since we need to be at 20% of our total weight class, 323.7 times 0.2, 64.74, so we have 0.99 pounds underneath the quick mobility threshold here, so we're right at that threshold. And since the Foeman Blade has a 100 block, we can go ahead and use that as a blocking weapon as we go through here. And since we're going to hopefully be paired up with Yakumo's Communal, we will hopefully be blocking a little bit, and we'll have leak removal as we'll be taking a lot of leak, and we have leak resistance. This increases our leak value from 71 to 96. It is a 25% straight additive increase to our leak resistance. We also have a leak vaccine, and we have leak removal, so we should be okay running through here. Now, the reason we don't have the fortified Ivory Grace is that you can see here that it puts us at 64.95, and remember 64.74 was our weight class. So in order to keep quick mobility, so between the two of these, normal, quick, normal, quick, normal, quick. So we go with the intensified as that gets us the highest dark gift in the lightest package. And if we go for the Master Spines intensified, we do get more backstab potential. We get less drain though, and we get less dark gifting. But it's the same weight class. So this could be a potential use case here for this one as well. We could go for the ice Master Spines as we would get massive backstab potential. But again, we don't have as much drain, and backstabs really don't matter too much for this kind of a run, since we don't really care about our cap too much, since all these gifts are 5, this one's 6, and this one is 6. So that's 17 iCore required to use all 3 gifts in one run, in one cycle of using the gifts. So it's not that important to, so it's not that important to make sure that we have those gifts available. And since we want to go ahead and, yep, Yakumo's pumped again, and we'll go for these here, and then we can run up to this guy, and we can block his attacks, as his attacks are very damaging, and we can go ahead and get him a slash from behind, go for a drain, and then we can go for ice damage, and then we can just hack him down fairly easily and with no problem. And we'll go for 2 gifts on this guy. And we can block him, remember, we have a 100 block. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yep. and we can hack him and then go for leak removal, and then block again, and then block again, and we can hack him down, get a backstab. So it works out fairly well, blocking and not really dodging too much with Yakumo. I get coagulants, that's nice. So here we go, and so it makes for a pretty good setup in order to go ahead and kill the enemy as quickly as you can. Now we'll let this guy come over here, but since we are Hunter block, we can go ahead and block him for a little bit and let Yakumo take him down. Now this guy, we're going to go for a backstab on him, as the explosive guy will come. And remember, if you're in the iframes, it won't matter anyways. And we can go ahead and hack him down with Aurora Flash. Now this is the one time, or not one time, but this is a sort of build where Aurora Flash can be utilized very significantly, since it's a weird one that it requires a Mind of B, but it scales off of your Dark, since it's a Dark gift. So that's where that is very different than most of the other slashing gifts, as they take willpower and some dexterity and different things. So it's kind of interesting that way, that we have to utilize our mind in order to get willpower. So it's kind of a strange, bizarre one. So we can go ahead and run up to this guy and we can block him. Yep, and go ahead and leak removal. Okay. And then we can't see here. Oh, we got hit. Because I can't see the what's going on here, so we'll go ahead and get leak removal again. So we shouldn't take any damage through here, but that guy, when he knocks you down into the sand and you're down there with the slimes, it's a mess. So we're just gonna bypass that for now. So we'll go ahead and heal up here, get our items back. So this makes for a fairly relaxing kind of way, since you have quick dodging anytime you're not with Yakumo's Communal, but then at the same time when you use Yakumo's Communal, you can use your blocking ability to great effect. So we'll go ahead and do this for now, and we'll go for a Drain Rating, and we'll go for a Ice Weapon and a Gift Accelerator. Now this guy always kills you on his crazy swing attacks, so we can go ahead and get some damage here. And we can go ahead and kill him right click and effectively, simply because of the fact we have really good damage on our ice gifts. So see, because we have the intensified Ivory Grace or Snowy Elegance, or whatever prefix you prefer, we can use our gifts while still maintaining light, quick mobility, and then at the same time we can block 100% with our gifts. See that? And this guy can't do anything, even with his massively damaging shotgun blasts. And we wait for Yakumo to get up here. So with patch 1.53 that just came out, it says that the sand buggy glitch is now fixed. So we'll have to see about that. I saw some comments that it was about if you were in the sand, it would do some issues, or if you were doing a backstab in the sand, then that would cause the bug. I'm not exactly sure. I had it happen when I was just walking in the sand. I had it happen, lots of times in lots of different ways. So this will be interesting to see if it truly is the case. So we'll go ahead and block these guys. Okay. Or we'll just let Yakumo take him down. Okay. Ranged attacks. Okay, thanks Yakumo. So that's really nice if they actually fixed the buggy sand movement, because that's really, really annoying in a lot of different ways. So we'll go ahead and kill this thing. Okay, and then we can't get this guy's attention from here, so we'll go for this and a leak vaccine, and we will then dodge through here as much as we can. And since we can block this guy now, we don't have to worry about him damaging us too well. So let's get some I-core back here. Okay, and we'll just kill him outright then, I guess. So that's how that guy can be taken care of extremely easy and simply. Okay, but since we have active gifts, this is going to hurt us really bad. So we'll take the side route here. Okay, doesn't look like we're getting the buggy glitch here too much. We'll cut this guy down and get a backstab. So that's good if the sand bug is truly fixed and we don't get the slow, buggy, crazy movement as we run through there. So that's excellent on Bandai's part. Oops. Now remember this guy, if you just run past him. Oh, never mind. Okay. I guess he's dead already. Okay, so this is where you pick up this missile here. But that guy, if you just run past him, typically, he just blows up and runs off the edge on his own, and you don't even have to deal with him. So we'll pick up the bottle jam, and then we'll head on over this way so we can get to the concrete here as fast as we can. Alright, and then we'll try and take out the slimes. Now, since Bloodsucking Blades is based off of your Dark Gift value, it increases your drain rating on your weapons at a random amount that is based off of your Dark Gift ability. So keep that in mind when you're using it. Now there's a formula for it, I know, and I haven't figured it out yet. Okay, we're in the sand, and we're out of the sand, so let's see how it works. Good. We'll block this guy again. Try and go for that backstab. Okay. Let's try for that backstab, because that's where I heard it was in the sand. Okay, we're still blocking him, that's good. He can't do any damage to us, which is good. There's a backstab in the sand. So let's see how that hurts us, if at all. Hey, look at that, we got regular movement out of the sand. So that's great, and we still can do our quick mobility. Let's kill the slimes right quick, since we can. Slash them down really quickly and effectively with Aurora Flash. Since we have really good dark gifting, we can go ahead and make use of our mind-based dark scaling unique gift in the game, and this is the one place in the game where it comes at a great benefit to the player, since everything here is weak to ice, slash, and pierce. And since we have freezing roar simply because it is ice, but nothing in here is weak to crush. So we want to do slash and pierce, so we have these two. Now you could trade up freezing roar for Icarus Ice, or Guard of Honor for Icarus Ice as well, as those are the two ice pierce tracking kind of gifts in the game. I guess you could call them tracking gifts. So let's go ahead and rest up here at the missile before we make the long run back. So you see, we didn't use, we used like 1 or 2 regenerations through here. Now that's pretty good, actually, simply because of the fact that, you know, we took out the enemies pretty quickly, pretty easily, and didn't have too much trouble. We could go and do the Dust Bandits, you know, just to see how this actually stacks up. But in the interest of time, I think we'll save that for another day. But right now, let's drink some water. Yep, definitely time to drink water. Okay, let's go ahead and head on up and see what we can do against Eva. Now, since we won't be able to block too much with her attacks, we will have to see what we can do about giving up Yakumo's communal here for something different. I don't know, maybe Cleansing Light would be a good one. So we'll have to see what we can do there. See, now our backstabs don't do almost any damage. But oh, that's an unblockable. But our gifts, active gifts make up for it in a considerable way. So since the successor of the throat is weak to slash pierce ice, we're probably going to go ahead and switch up freezing roar for Icarus ice, so we get more of that pierce damage on her. And when we get close, we can hit her up with Aurora Flash. So I think we're going to go for cleansing light on this, and instead of freezing roar, we're going to pick up Icarus ice here. So that way we can definitely, damage her in the most effective way possible. Hello, Themisto. I've been waiting for you too. But no vestiges this time. Sorry. This is not the 100% run. So we have the long road up the causeway here. So we'll go ahead and get a cool picture here with Yakumo's name right in my belly. There we go. Alright, and when we get up here, now remember, you can't use your active consumables until the fight actually starts, since the cutscene will run out your time. So let's go ahead and go for our active gifts here. And then we'll go for our consumables here after the cutscene. And since we have leak removal on deck as a gift, we should be able to go ahead and keep Yakumo and myself up at all times instead of just bleeding out Ichor, since that's where our main majority of damage is going to come from. Okay, so let's go for this. And she's going to be coming after us, but since we have quick mobility, we should be fine. Okay, let's get some damage in, and let's die. Coming after us again. Let's go for Guard of Honor. Oh. Okay. Okay. Let's go for a slash. And then, oh, can't dodge. So, those timing windows, yeah, there goes Yakumo. Those timing windows, yeah, there are a lot of delays in there. But you saw with, like, we hit her with, like, 3 gifts or something, and she was already down about 30% health or so. So it's a pretty effective setup for especially this area, and running ISIS is very strange to.
Gear might not be cutting it.
Our gear is fine. It's very interesting that running ISIS, since it's a heavy blood code, we run it as a it has a massive weight limit. It's the second highest in the game, I believe, at 249. So it's a monster of a weight class blood code, but we're going to be running it as a light blood code, so you can be quick and dashing and dodging around while using a one-handed weapon, while having full block across the board, while being able to utilize a lot of your active dark gifts, while not sacrificing too much. So those are the slashing gifts. Oh, we lost one Ichor on this guy, but that's okay. We'll be hitting this guy pretty hard here. So we can get our Ichor back pretty comfortably from him. Okay, we'll go ahead and kill him right quick with a couple of slashes, maybe an Icarus Ice, and that just obliterated him. So that's why, when you're built for the enemy, and you know their resistances and their damage types and everything, this game becomes very unique in what builds you put together in which areas. Since this is all about doing the ice / pierce, we run through this area fairly simple, fairly easy. Now the successor here will give us a little bit of trouble, simply because we take 1 or 2 hits and we're gonna be dead instantly, since our defensive stats are nothing impressive at all, and we have very weak leak resistance, but we can increase it a little more with the leak vaccine. But that's why we're trying to add in leak resistance there, so that we have a fighting chance. Okay, so let's go ahead and get up here, and we'll have to run in and get some damaging attacks on her so we can utilize our actives here. We'll go for a leak vaccine, a drain activator, and go for ice weapon. There And we definitely need some attacks. Get some damage here. Okay, let's go for the Ice Pierce. Oops. We need stamina. Good. Now we're gonna slash. Now remember, when she does those sweeping arms, you can go for, you can either go close. Okay. Or you can dodge away. There we go. There we go. Okay. And we're getting a considerable amount of ichor back, but we definitely will need more. Okay. Let's go for more damage. Oh. What? Okay. Let's go ahead and heal up here. Since here come the slicing objects. There we go. And we'll get back in there. Ooh, that hurt. Okay, let's go for Guard of Honor. Ooh, how did we miss that? Let's go for Hunting Feast. Okay, let's back up here. Wait for these hands. She's going after Yakumo, so let's heal up. Now we have two ichor for whoa. Oof. Wow. Oh my goodness. That attack. Wow. Double back to back. Did not expect that, and Yakumo went down pretty quickly there. That was surprising. Okay, so third time's a charm, right? So you can see that it's fairly effective. But we definitely might, on this run, switch to the drain version of the Full Moon Blade, since we're not really running around blocking anymore. We definitely need more drain on our weapon, so that'll increase it by 50% more on the base from where we need to start, and then these two will increase it even further, as this, like I said, it has that strange multiplier based on our Dark Gift, and then Hunting Feast is a straight up 50% increase to your drain. Okay, and Drain Activator is an additive bonus to your drain on strike for the weapon. It's not a multiplier of any kind. It's a 0.2 added to the base of your weapon. So so you can figure it out and work it out. I'll put the formula for it in the description, and you can then figure out how much ichor you're getting back on your weapon strikes. Okay, so we always go for this guy just to have a little bit of extra ichor on the way up here. Okay, or Yakumo's just gonna knock him off the edge altogether, which is fine with me. Oh. So we didn't get stuck in the sand with the mobility glitch at all. So it looks to be actually like patch 1.53 truly did fix the buggy sand movement, which is great since we're not running slowly, or walking basically like we were last time. So let's go ahead and get the salty run back here. Not really that salty, but definitely a long run back. I do enjoy Eva's voice here as we run up here. I don't know if that's the actual voice actress's voice, but whoever they got to sing this is very pretty. They really nailed it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our actives up here. Okay, and then we can go ahead in with our items here, our consumables. Let's pick up our haze. Let's go for Guard of Honor, Icarus Ice. There we go. We'll go for a slash. Now since we're close and I was gonna say, since she was gonna do that, we go ahead and let's go for this since we have no stamina. Okay. Oops. Nope. We definitely want to go for strikes. See, we're getting about 3 or 4 I-core back on strike, which is good. Oh boy. Okay. Whoa. That was the AoE. Yakumo, what are you doing? He must have got knocked down too. Oh well. I got too greedy. I thought we could get her down into a stagger state, but apparently not. Okay.
Bad days?
Yeah, well, this is kind of one of those bad days because, like I said, we take one hit, and since we have such weak defenses, we go down really, really quick. Okay, and again for the run back here. So I hope you all were okay with running at a lower resolution, at a higher frame rate for this recording, and I think this might be the standard from now on. The file sizes are going to be a little larger, so they'll take a little longer to upload and everything. But if we ever get back to the speed kills again and running those, we'll definitely do that at the highest resolution and frame rate that my screen will allow me to record at currently. So yeah, I prefer the higher resolution and the higher frame rate all at the same time, but you can't, you know, as they say, you can't have your cake and eat it too. So this is what we're going to be going with for now. Alright, let's go ahead and refill on this guy. And Yakumo will probably knock him off the edge again. Maybe I can get another backstab if I get lucky. Nope, okay. Anyways, we got one, so that's good. I don't mind. But I'm really glad that Bandai fixed the Buggy sand movement, as that, you know, there was like no real way to fix it. I put out that video a long time ago. I forget, like a month and a half ago or something. I guess that is a long time in video years. But I put out that video on it, and you know, everybody started talking about it, and it was like, yeah, well, not everybody, but it was on the Steam forums, and it was considered and everything. So I'm glad that they actually, I don't think it was me that influenced that at all, but I'm really glad that they took that into consideration from the community and actually did something about it. So if that's the case, maybe they will be taking other things under consideration and doing something about the other topics that some people might be talking about. So, you know, there's always hope. We could be getting different things in the future. Who knows? So always keep your eyes open for that. Okay. So let's go ahead and get some I-core back here. Get some damage in. And let's go ahead and do some gifts here at a distance. There we go. And one more. There it is. Alright, let's go ahead and get our gifts up here. Okay, now we stay close, remember? Okay. Let's get as much I-core back here as our stamina will allow us. Okay, now where's the middle? I think this is pretty good right here. Let's back up. Go for Guard of Honor. Okay, now we definitely got to back up. Oh boy. Here they come. There we go. There was the big AoE. And the explosion. Oh. Okay, let's back up here. Is it coming after me? No, let's go for a couple of gifts here, and let's go ahead and heal up. Yakumo's fine. He's always fine. Okay, let's watch out for these hands. Probably coming after us. Yep. There we go. Now, there was the hand. We are leaking, so let's go for leak removal. Oh. Oh boy. Let's go ahead and heal up. Here they come. Oh boy. Where are they? Here they come. And the explosion. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and heal. Oh boy. Here come more. Oh. There we go. And we gotta get in here. Here they come. They're coming in. And the explosion. Oh. And the explosion. There we go. Oh no. Dodge out. There we go. Okay, let's heal. Okay. And they're coming after us, I guess. Okay, Yakumo, can you get in there and do some damage while I'm dodging? Or no? Okay. Oh. There's Icarus Ice. That should do some damage there. Now we have a little bit of Ichor left, so we'll go for another Icarus Ice. That'll do some more damage. Okay, good. That definitely took her down. So yeah, when we ran out of Ichor there, it definitely takes its toll on us, as we definitely need to be in there, you know, striking her with BloodSucking Blades, Hunting Feast, and our Drain Activator active, as well as running the Drain Weapon with the Artemis Chrome from Mia. If we do that, then we should have enough Ichor, as you saw at the beginning of the fight where we were in close. But once she starts doing those large AoEs, it becomes extremely difficult. So this area here, this cutscene, it used to crash my computer about 3 or 4 times every time I would watch the cutscene there, and I couldn't run it at 4K at all. It was just killing every time I would watch that cutscene. It would fail, and then I'd have to go back and I'd have to rerun. I'd have to rerun the boss fight, which was really annoying. So I'm glad that now we can at least skip it, so that way the crashes don't happen anymore. So little quality of improvements in you know how the game actually functions and what is useful and what's not. It really adds to the experience to not break the immersion as you play through the different levels and everything. All right, let's see how we're doing here. Oh, we're doing well. Okay, let's get some water. Poor Jack. Sorry, Jack. Okay, so that was a Crown of Sand. That was a good demonstration there, kind of what ISIS could be and can be. And you see here the weight difference between the two is about 6 pounds, 6 or 7 pounds. So if you use the fortified, that's great. Again, because you run full block across the board, and then if you run the drain, you don't get full block, but you definitely get more drain to make your active gifts simple and easy. Now also this is interesting because any area you go to, you can switch up these 3 gifts here, or wherever the quick access easy buttons are for you for your you know, fastest transition time between your fingers. These are 3 great sections here that you could pick up to you know, pair up for whatever enemy you're going against, to be able to do great damage to all the enemy types that you're going to be facing. This area is, excuse me, very simple, simply because of the fact that you know, you do ice slash pierce, or basically any kind of ice, and you'll just wreck every enemy you come across in 1 or 2 gifts. So we'll go ahead up here and we'll head on up to the government piece, and this will be the end of episode 60. And once again, I thank you everyone just so much for you know, subscribing and watching and being interested in what I have to say about Code Vein and everything, and just the game itself. It really means a lot, and you know, with all the family stuff here going on, it's hard to squeeze these in. So I'm glad you are sticking around and enjoying them for what they are. And we'll talk to you all in episode 61, or a different episode that we come across. Talk to you all later.